Assalamu alaikum and hello to dear viewers and listeners. You are watching the YouTube channel Israr Tanoli, the researcher. Dear viewers, today we are going to discuss about a significant literary and figurative device, Simile. So in this video, we shall look at the etymology of Simile, then definitions, examples, and function of the Simile would be our next level heading. So firstly, looking at the etymology of Simile. From where this word simile is being derived. Simile is derived from a Latin word similes, which mean alike or same. So simile is that figurative device which focuses on the comparison of things. What is the definition of simile? Simile is that literary figure or a figurative device that compares two unlike things by the use of connectors or words as or like. So simile draws comparison between two words, two sentences, and two analogies. So it is type of an analogy. It compares two different words, not two alike thing, but two unlike thing by the use of words, by the use of head words. Which are these head words? These are like or as are used to draw comparison in the case of simile. So simply create vivid images and imaginative description that helps reader to understand the work. So what are the some examples of simile from ordinary life? For example, his eyes were like a shining star. Her eyes were like a shining star. Here, her eyes were compared with the shining star. Eyes and star were being compared with each other. These two are unlike things, but these are compared in such a way with the use of word as. So these things seems real, and it appeals to human emotion, and they seem logical. Second example is that he ran as fast as cheetah. So his running is compared with the running of cheetah. Here he represent the human beings. So how can a human being run like a fast as cheetah? But it is being exaggerated. So with the help of use of simply as fast as cheetah. So this is simply. She is as cold as ice. So here her coldness is being compared with the coldness of ice. He is as brave as lion. So her bravery is being compared with the bravery of lion. In our last video, we have discussed about metaphor, and we said that metaphor is also a comparison. Hope so you are not confused with it. But there, simile is a comparison, and it uses that something is like another thing. For example, A is like B, but metaphor doesn't say that A is like B. Metaphor says that A is B, but simile is simply saying that A is like B. Here, her eyes were like a shining star. If it were example of a metaphor, then this example weren't there. Her eyes were shining star. This is example of metaphor, but simply says that her eyes were like a shining star. So the big difference between simile and metaphor is that they both compare two unlike things, but difference lies at the point that simile uses the word like or as to compare two unlike things, but metaphor do not use the word like or as, but it draws up a direct comparison between two unlike things. Now we are looking at some of the literary example of simile across literary work. So a famous example of simile is from the poem A Red, Red Rose by Robert Burns. So let's read the lines of this poem. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like the melody that sweetly played in the tune. Where a simile is being used in this line of poem, here, oh, my love is like a red, red rose. As I said, that simile uses the word like or as to draw a comparison between two unlike things. So, again here, oh, my love is like the melody. Here the poet compared his love with red rose, and in this line the poet compared his love with a melody, a sweet and pleasant song. So this is an example of simile. Another example is from a novel, The Sun Also Rises, written by Ernest Hemingway, a famous American writer. The sentence goes here: the cafe was like a battleship stripped for action. Like like act as a simile. So it is like a which thing? Cafe is like a battleship. So the cafe is compared with the battleship that is ready for step for the action. So this is an example of simile. So another example that we have got of simile is a famous example from the play Romeo and Juliet, written by William Shakespeare. The example is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it breaks like the thorn. Here love is being compared with thorn by the help of word like. So love is compared with the thorn. Two contrasting ideas are being compared with the help of simile. So that's why we say that simile is a comparison between two unlike things by the use of word like, or as here it is being done by the word of use, by the using word like. Another example is from a Langston Hughes poem, Harlem. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Here, dream deferred is being compared with the raisin in the sun. So it is being done with the help of a simile. So now we are looking at the last portion of our video. What are the functions that simile perform in the literary works? So simile create vivid images like love is like a thorn, dream deferred is like a raisin in the sun. It clarifies the concept. It acts as a clarifying the concept. It evokes the emotions and the ideas in the reader. It aids in the visualization. So it is we can say that simile is a visual aid. So with the help of simile, the writers create vivid images. It portrays different objects at the form of image. So this is all about simile. Hope you have enjoyed this lesson. If you really like this lesson, then do subscribe my YouTube channel, Israt Tanuri, the researcher, for further videos on literary terms and literature. Have a nice day. Thanks.